Good morning, dear viewers. Welcome to DD News Meghalaya. You're watching Breakfast News. Grab a cup of coffee or tea as we bring you the headlines. All 5 motions withdrawn after JHADC executive assurances. The Coordination Committee on International Borders demands border issue to be resolved before fencing. Opposition uproar disrupts Parliament on day 1 of monsoon session. President Murmu calls for stronger India-Moldova economic ties. US-Iran conflict escalates with fresh strikes across region. Now the news in detail. First, the local news. A one-day summer session of the JHADC concluded with all 5 motions withdrawn after the Executive Committee, led by Chief Executive Member Thombor Shivat, assured members that the issues raised were being addressed. The motions covered regulation on non-tribal trade, codification of traditional dances, protection of water bodies, safeguarding tribal rights and mandatory registration of government and JHADC land holdings. Following the executive members' responses, the movers expressed satisfaction and withdrew their motions. The Coordination Committee on International Borders (CCIB) has reiterated that it supports India-Bangladesh border fencing but insists the boundary dispute must be resolved first. During a meeting with BSF DIG Naval Singh, the committee raised concerns over the stretch between border pillars 12/72 and 12/78 along the Umnakot River, alleging that the river appears to fall entirely within Bangladesh's territory. The CCIB urged the centre and state government to settle the boundary issue and consult border residents before fencing begins. The BSF assured the delegation that their concerns would be forwarded to the appropriate authorities.
Kaji kenduk jongi mentakas ni kalong halar kaji kuat jongi BSF bakin ongengi bakin pen ongengi ban pengklau ban bengintrek pun kipai ba ban pendat nak ke fencing road road. Wah nak kalian jongi pun ka CCIB ngelai kren ki buat ni yang ki nak kalian jongi pun kipai ba bat pun kerajaan pun ka CCIB ni kan percaya ke fencing. Ni kuat yang fencing bakan long tang ba ka fencing kamde ban kata ban bam ya kijaka jong kipai ba kumbangi la yung agin orim ba CCIB na ro man suhado man ta kidai kita hi giba ni kijing kuat jong kuat ba sarkar Meghalaya kade ban suthu kumju ko baide ba sarkar India kade ban suthu ba ni percaya ka fencing ndrai ka fencing kade ban long ba kinde hau jolan Lane leda kimla bande jurulan do kiri ban pendai shwayo kudusam. Nomor kumba ya kren hakan ka kaji kan jongi hangni apa badu dia ji. Kalang specifically ya pilar khat arnyo puar hadu khat arnyo pupra hakan to jaka jangwa muat. Ndai minta kalang gai ke basusi ba nadu pilar khat arspa hinyo ndrupo kladrup kendai ter hadu khat arspa hinyo pulai pilar ulakiu sheneng kawa muat kalahap sto Bangladesh.
Aishwarya Malang of Kleyongryang, Jowai has won Miss Teen Diva 2026 title at the National Grand Finale held in Jaipur, bringing pride to Meghalaya. She also secured the Best Fashion Icon and Best in Evening Gown subtitle awards. With this victory, Aishwarya will represent India at the upcoming Miss Teen Earth International pageant. She credited her parents' support for her success and thanked the people of Meghalaya for their encouragement.
I feel absolutely amazing since I've always wanted to represent Meghalaya on a national stage, and now that I've won, I feel absolutely great. Thank you. If you want to go for it, go for it. There's nothing that can stop you from what you want to do. Have your family support, do what you love, just go for the run. I had so much up and downs because I had my NEET examinations twice, re-NEET. So I had to prepare for my NEET as well, and I had to prepare for this pageant as well. So it was quite difficult, but I managed because this was always a dream. Thank you.
Moving on to the regional news. Continuous heavy rainfall has triggered landslides and worsened flooding across Assam. In Guwahati, a major landslide at Madhav Dev Nagar in Malegaon damaged a house and injured 4 people, while landslides also disrupted traffic to Kamakhya temple. Meanwhile, the Indian Army has launched Operation Jal Rahat to support rescue efforts in flood-hit Sivasagar, Chari-Do and Jorhat districts. More than 510 people have been rescued in Sivasagar, while floods have affected over 57,000 people across 8 districts, inundating 298 villages and over 3,874 hectares of cropland. And now the national news. The monsoon session of Parliament began on a stormy note yesterday, with repeated disruptions and multiple adjournments in the both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha amid opposition protest over issues including the NEET paper leak case. The Lok Sabha began with the obituary references to 6 former members and paid tribute to the late father Amir of Qatar, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, but question hour could not be held due to the protest. Both houses were later adjourned.
माननीय सदस्यगण, प्लीज आप निधन संबंधी उल्लेख के समय सदन की मर्यादाओं को बने रहिए। अपेक्षा तो करते हैं ना हम नहीं।
ज्ञान भारत का पहला उद्देश्य और उसके प्रमुख घटक क्या है तथा दक्षिण गुजरात के वलसाड सेंसर दिशा भी देता है, विरासत हमें दर्शन भी देता है और इसलिए मोदी जी
संसद लोकतंत्र का सर्वोच्च संस्था।
Union Minister Jagat Prakash Nadda met representative of protesters in New Delhi yesterday after they sought talks with the government. He said that the meeting was held in a cordial atmosphere with detailed discussions taking place before the delegation submitted a written petition. Nadda appealed to the protesters to end their sit-in and cooperate with administration in restoring normalcy.
सुबह 6:30 बजे पुलिस वाले आए, उन्होंने बोला कि कोई मंत्री जी से अगर आपको डेलीगेशन का मिलना है, हमने बोला कोई सीनियर मंत्री से ही मिलेंगे, ऐसे कोई जूनियर मिनिस्टर से नहीं। तो उन्होंने फिर सरकार ने चूज़ किया कि जेपी नड्डा जी हमसे मिलेंगे। तो हम लोग गए, उनके रेजिडेंट घंटे हम लोग ने वहाँ पे बिताया, जिसमें से सिर्फ 15-20 मिनट का मीटिंग था। उसमें यही बातचीत हुई कि हम लोगों ने अपने डिमांड्स रखे 3। सबसे पहले कि वो सोनम वांगचुक को रिलीज़ करे जल्द से जल्द। दूसरा कि धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का रेजिग्नेशन हो। और तीसरा 1 करोड़ का मुआवजा जो नीट के सुसाइड विक्टिम्स के फैमिलीज है उनको। अब उन्होंने फिर उसके बाद बोला कि वो ऊपर जो उनकी लीडरशिप है उनसे बात करेंगे एंड फिर वो कुछ बता पाएंगे।
News across the globe. Draupadi Murmu paid tribute to Moldova's national hero at the Stefan Cel She-Fund Monument in Chisinau before addressing India-Moldova Business Forum during her historic first state visit by an Indian president to Moldova. She called for deeper economic cooperation, highlighting opportunities in digital technology, AI, renewable energy, infrastructure, healthcare and agriculture, while inviting businesses from both the countries to expand trade and investment partnerships.
For the Indian companies which are looking towards Europe, Moldova can become an entrance gate, while for us that would mean investments and new jobs. The best example of this potential is the energy field. An Indian company, which was the winner of an international auction of an international tender, built up the electrical line Vulcanești-Chișinău, which is a strategic project for our energy security, which is now at the final stage of testing and putting into operation. The relationship between our country also means links and connections between people. Around 1,400 students from India are studying at our universities. The biggest of them attend the medical university. We also concluded the negotiations for a new cooperation agreement in the field of the highest education, which is to be signed shortly. We want also to explore the experience of India in producing medications which are accessible for the people, but also to attract pharmaceutical investments to the Republic of Moldova. While we talk about development, at our very border, the war continues. Russia, for over 4 years, is holding an aggression war against Ukraine. An war which is absolutely unfair, killing innocent people, setting under threat the peace of the entire continent. Moldova is condemning firmly this aggression.
India has condemned the attack on commercial vessel MV Golden Leo near Ukraine's Odessa port, in which 4 Indian nationals were killed and another was critically injured. The Ministry of External Affairs said that the ship had 17 crew members, including 5 Indians, and described attacks on commercial shipping and civilian crew as deplorable. The Indian mission in Ukraine is monitoring the situation and providing all possible assistance, while the government has expressed condolences to the families of the victims. Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen have announced an immediate maritime embargo against Saudi Arabia, describing it as a retaliation for the blockade of Yemen and a recent attack on Sana'a International Airport. The move has raised concerns over the possible disruptions in the strategically vital Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a key global shipping route linking the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Saudi Arabia has not yet responded to the announcement.
Through Bab el-Mandeb, data show total petroleum volumes transiting Bab el-Mandeb amounting could blockade.
The conflict between the United States and Iran has intensified for a ninth consecutive day, with reported U.S. airstrikes targeting Iranian military and drone facilities, including near Shiraz and Hormuz, causing power outages and fears of casualties. Jordan said its air defenses intercepted 3 missiles launched from Iran, while a fourth landed in a remote area without causing damage. The U.S. also confirmed that 2 more American soldiers were killed, taking its military death toll in the conflict to 17 as tensions continue to spread across the region. And now the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 29 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 94%, rainfall 5.5 millimeters. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature 18 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 23 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 80%, rainfall 4.3 millimeters. Meanwhile, in July, minimum temperature 18 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 22 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 94%, rainfall 4.4 millimeters. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and July says moderate rain with thunderstorm likely at many places. Let's take a recap of the headlines. All 5 motions withdrawn after JHADC executive assurances. The Coordination Committee on International Borders demands border issue be resolved before fencing. Opposition uproar disrupts Parliament on day 1 of monsoon session. President Murmu calls for stronger India-Moldova economic ties. US-Iran conflict escalates with fresh airstrikes across region. Thank you for watching the Breakfast News. Stay tuned as we bring you the Khasi News Bulletin up next. You can also follow us on our social media platform for latest news updates. This is Naveli Singh signing off. Until then, have a wonderful day ahead. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.